Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to explain you the concepts of security group and user scripts. Okay. These two concepts are very important when it comes to EC2 instances, or you can call it server in AWS. Now you must be knowing till now that EC2 is one of the most important component of AWS, and you will definitely encounter EC2 whenever you work with AWS. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what is the concept of security groups and user scripts. We will understand the theory and then we will go to the lab. Okay. So guys, what is EC2 basically? There is a detailed video on Unfold Data Science. You can see all the details of EC2 there. The link is right here. But I will just tell you in short, EC2 is nothing but a server in the cloud. Okay. So for example, let's say this is a server on the cloud. So as a AWS user, we can have our own servers running in the cloud. We can launch it very easily. And on this server, you can, let's say, run a web application. You can run your databases, or you can run your any kind of applications, right? Now, you have a server for some purpose, right? You want people to hit to your server, right? So you want some traffic from the internet, or you want some traffic from the SSH, or let's say in some way some terminal traffic will be coming. Sometimes you may want to connect remotely to some machine. So different kinds of traffic you can expect on your server. Okay. Now, in the language of computer science, or in the world of information technology, right, there is a concept of ports. Okay. Ports are nothing but some of endpoints in your system, you can say, which is dedicated for some kind of connections. For example, all the SSH connections. Okay. All the SSH connections will normally happen at port number 22. Every time you want to communicate with this server through SSH or through PuTTY, the port number will be used as 22. Similarly, if you want to send a request from internet, so that request will be HTTP or HTTPS. If you want to send these kind of requests, the port number will be 80 and 443. If I'm not wrong, we will check that again. Okay, 8443. So what I'm trying to say here is port numbers are reserved for some of the specific tasks. Okay, on your server, you will always want to receive, if you want to receive some traffic from internet, you want to use these two ports and receive the traffic. If you want your to allow SSH in your server, you want to do that on port number 22. So all these are rules. Okay, where do you go ahead and write these rules or edit these rules is nothing but security groups. Okay, so in security group, you tell that, hey, this is the definition of my inbound rule. Inbound rule means what traffic I'm allowing. Okay, so there is the concept of inbound rule and outbound rule. Inbound means what I'm allowing to come into my server. Outbound means what I'm allowing to go out from my server. You can modify both these things. Okay, so you can modify inbound rules, outbound rules through security groups. Now, what is the concept of user scripts? So every time you initialize a server in AWS, right, EC2 instance in AWS, suppose you want to install Apache on that. Suppose you want to install Cassandra on that. Suppose you want to run some pre-built scripts in that. Suppose you want to run some software of your choice you want to install on that. So it can be like when my server is starting, run my, let's say, command 1 or command 2 or command 3. So when my server is starting, then as a prerequisite, run all these commands or run this script. Okay, that script in the language of AWS EC2 is known as user script. Okay, I'm going to show you one example of how user script will look like. Just see here what I'm doing. Every time I will start my server, right? What I want to happen is I want to update the server with latest packages, latest updates, obviously. Then I will install Apache server. Then I will start Apache server. Then I will go to this directory, which is the root directory of my Linux machine. And I just want to write this in my index.html file. So this is nothing but 4-5 Linux commands. So what I'm going to do now in the lab is I'm going to create a EC2 instance in front of you. Okay. I'm going to set up the security rules for inbound traffic, and outbound traffic also we can set up. And user script, I'm going to put this script and show you how all these things are coming together. Okay. So let me go to AWS, guys. Let me go to AWS here. I'm inside my AWS. What I will do, I will just go to my EC2. From the beginning, I want to show you. I will just go to my EC2 management console. Okay. And here what I have to do, I have to say launch instance. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to launch a server. Okay. So I will just say launch instance. Here I will give some name. So for example, I will give name, some funny name. We can give Yay, EC2 SG demo. Okay. EC2 SG demo name I'm giving. I'm taking Amazon Linux AWS machine. I'm taking this by default. Okay. T2 macro because free tier eligibility. Key pair, if I want, I can create a new key pair or I can use the existing key pair. So I have a key pair, Aman key pair or EC2 SGKP. I have one that I created recently. Let me use this key pair. Anyway, in the EC2 video, I have explained in detail how you can do these things. Okay. The important thing here is, guys, network settings. Okay. So if you come to network settings, right, then you can say firewall security group. So security group is nothing but a firewall that will restrict your inbound traffic and outbound traffic. Okay. So here create security group and allow SSH traffic is ticked. You can see here allow SSH traffic is ticked, which means that any SSH traffic that comes will be received at that port number 22. Okay. Suppose I want to receive internet traffic. See what it says. Allow HTTPS traffic from internet. I will check this box. Allow HTTP traffic from internet. S and T. The difference is in one of these there is S. Okay. If I check these two boxes, right, then I am allowing my internet traffic as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and try to run something in the user script. So I will go here and I will simply go towards the end. I will keep all these things as default. And here you can say user data, right? In user data, I will just paste this thing. So what is this? This is your user script or user data, you can say. So what I'm saying is when my server launches, then run these things. Okay. So I'm clicking on launch instance and let this instance launch. Okay. So it will go here. Let me go to the instances. So last one is the one which I have launched now, Yay EC2 SGD demo. It is pending and it is checking few things. Okay, so if you can see status check will happen and it will be initialized. So I will just pause this video till this gets running and status check is complete. Okay. So guys, as you can see here, the status of the server is running and the status checks is also completed. So let me go inside this server and let me copy the public IPv4 address. Okay. And let me try opening this and see what happens. So as you can see here, hello Aman from UFDS is my index.html. Now let me tell you one more time what happened when the user script ran. Okay. So you come here. What happened when I started the server is the server got updated with the latest packages, then Apache got installed, then Apache got started, and then in this directory, right, cd var www.html, which is the root directory for this, I just wrote a file index.html, simple HTML file with this content. Okay. And when I opened the server here in the browser, by default, it went to index.html. So whatever text I wrote there, it is here. Okay. Hello, Aman from UFDS. Now let's go back to our server, guys, and let me show you something interesting here. So you go to security and you go to security groups. Okay. So this is a security group which is allowing the internet traffic. Okay. And then I will go here and say edit inbound rule. Now let just pay attention here, guys. See here, HTTP is on port 80 that is listening to all the IPs here. Okay. SSH is on port 22 that is listening to all the IPs here, which means you can do SSH. HTTPS is on 443. I think I wrote the same port number 80 and 443. Yeah, 80 and 443, right? So, anything you add, AWS will automatically take the port number. So no need to remember these things. For example, if I want to add any other thing, right? SMTPS, it will automatically take the port number. No need to remember this. Okay. So here I'm allowing internet traffic and SSH traffic both. Now let me go ahead and delete the internet traffic. So let me say delete and let me say delete. Okay. And I will say save rules. So now my internet traffic should be not be allowed. Okay. Because what I have done here is I have deleted the inbound rule for my internet traffic. As you can see, it is trying to connect. After some time, it will say that I cannot connect because whatever change you make to the security group, right? that acts as a firewall, right? Immediately it will stop the traffic from that. See, I cannot reach this page, it is saying. Okay, so it will stop the traffic from the internet, but SSH traffic is still there, which means that I can go ahead and connect this in the SSH. So let's try doing this. Let's go here and let me say actions. Okay, let me select this actions connect, and I will just say EC2 instance connect. Okay, so this is nothing but a SSH connection. Okay, so here uh, it will just directly open. It will not take my user ID password also. Otherwise, I can have gone through SSH client and open a putty and do it. But still, these two are same thing. So I'm able to do it. So if I go inside cd var www html, then you will see the same file here. See index.html, and what is the content that we wrote here? This content. This content that is coming from where? Coming from this file. Okay. So one more time, guys, what is the importance of security group and what is the importance of user script? Security group is nothing but security group is a firewall on your server. What you want to allow, what you want to deny, you can write it here or edit it here. User script is something that you want to run when your server boots up or when your server starts. Okay, remember these two concepts, guys, and I will come up with more videos on AWS. And remember, I edited the inbound rule, same way you can edit the outbound rule as well. Okay, I'll come with more videos on AWS, guys. Please give me a thumbs up and please let me know through your comments that you want more videos on AWS so that I'm motivated. Okay, see you all in the next video, guys. Wherever you are, stay safe and take care.